Dragon Ball Super 2 just got announced? Yeah, say it slowly. Let it sink in. After 7 years of silence, coping, fake leaks, and next year bro trust, Dragon Ball Super is finally back. And nah, it didn't just come back in one way. It came back in 2 different ways, which is why Genkidamatsuri instantly became one of the most important Dragon Ball events ever. That trailer was crazy. They didn't just start with hype. They started from the very beginning. Battle of Gods, Resurrection F, Goku Black, Tournament of Power, Broly, Superhero, even Daima. And just when you think it's over, boom. Dragon Ball, Super, Galactic Patrol, Moro Arc, official, real, in production. That right there already makes this event legendary. Moro is finally getting animated, aimed for late 2027. And from what I've been told, Toei is treating this arc like premium Dragon Ball. This isn't weekly rushed Super anymore. This is take your time and cook Dragon Ball. And it doesn't stop at Moro either. The plan is to adapt all manga exclusive arcs going forward. Granola, everything after. No more skipping, no more confusion. I'm not gonna lie, I lost it. Shirt torn, brain gone.
Yes! It's Moro! Yes! It's Moro! Finally, yes!
Community tab destroyed. Years of waiting paid off in one announcement. But then, they hit us with the second reveal. Dragon Ball Super, Beerus. And this is where people started getting confused, arguing, fighting, calling it pointless. So let me explain it cleanly. Internally, this project was known as Dragon Ball Super Kai. Its entire purpose is to fix Dragon Ball Super from the ground up. Better animation, better pacing, better characterization, less stupidity, more manga accuracy. A clean, unified version of Super that actually makes sense to watch in one go. Akio Iyoku described it as an enhanced version of DBS, and it's set for October 2026. And before anyone says, why are they wasting time on this instead of Moro? Listen carefully. This project and the Moro arc have different staff. One does not slow down the other. They are running in parallel. And honestly, Super needed this. Early DBS had messy pacing, inconsistent animation, weird power scaling, and characterization so bad that even Toriyama complained. And that man never complains. If Toriyama himself wasn't happy, then yeah, rebuilding Super makes perfect sense. Now I already know the questions people are spamming, so let's address them properly. A lot of people are asking, is this remake going all the way to Moro? From what I've heard, yes. DBS Kai is meant to define the continuity, and once it wrapped, Moro would continue right after in the same slot. One thing is clear, everything moving forward is leaning heavily toward manga accuracy. Another big question, is this a remaster or a full remake? It's kind of both. From what I understand, many core cuts are enhanced rather than completely redone, but there will be new scenes, some straight from the manga, some brand new to better explain the story. This is meant to become the definitive Dragon Ball Super continuity. Then there's, is Moro continuing from old Super or this new version? All signs point to Moro following the new continuity. Officials are clearly more interested now in aligning everything with the manga, rather than the messy 2015 anime version. People also keep asking if Moro production has started or not, and yes, it has. But the reason there's no exact date is because they're not rushing it. Late 2027 is the target, but honestly, I'd rather wait than get another early Super situation. Another question I keep seeing, is DBS Beerus just a one-off? The official website literally describes it as the new Dragon Ball Super. So chances are, this isn't just Beerus. It's the start of the rebuilt Super. How far it goes exactly? We don't know yet, but it's not going to be stretched endlessly. This is a condensed clean version, not filler hell. Yes, both projects share the same logo. That's because it represents the new gen Super branding, not because they're the same show. As for Broly and Superhero getting remade, not confirmed, but I wouldn't be surprised. That said, give me Moro first, please. Animation-wise, I was told that Moro will look unlike anything we've seen before. Broly level wasn't the peak, it was the test run. And yes, according to Iyoku, Toriyama was involved in planning both the remake and Moro years before his passing. This wasn't rushed. This wasn't reactionary. This has been cooking since around 2020 to 2021. Now let's address a concern I've seen everywhere. Won't two Super projects confuse casual fans? Honestly, no, because they serve different purposes. DBS Beerus is for accessibility. It's for new viewers, returning fans, and people who dropped super early because it felt messy. It's the clean entry point. Moro is for invested fans, the ones who stuck with the manga, who care about lore, and who want progression that actually makes sense. Think of it like this. One rebuilds the road, the other drives forward on it. And finally, let's talk about the future beyond Moro. Because yes, there is one. Granola is already written. The manga has laid out years of content. The reason none of this was animated before wasn't lack of material. It was lack of direction. That's what Genkidamatsuri confirmed more than anything else. Dragon Ball now has a long-term plan again. No more, will Super return? No more, is Dragon Ball dying? Those questions are done. The real question now is, can Toei maintain this quality and patience? If they can, we might be entering the best Dragon Ball era since Z. Back then, Super was rushed. Toei needed something on TV fast, the movies were converted into arcs, the schedule was brutal, and the anime ended up being the testing ground instead of the finished product. This time, it's flipped. The manga became the blueprint, the anime is being rebuilt carefully, and Moro is being treated like a flagship arc, instead of weekly content to fill a slot. That's also why Ultra Instinct is being handled more cautiously now. A lot of people forget this, but Ultra Instinct was never meant to be spammed. In the manga, it's rare, unstable, and exhausting. In the anime, it became a spectacle form that showed up whenever hype was needed. One of the reasons DBS Beerus exists is to recontextualize power progression, especially early god forms and techniques. Ultra Instinct isn't disappearing, but it's being repositioned. Instead of being the automatic endgame button, it's going back to being a technique that requires mastery, discipline, and consequences. That alone already fixes one of Super's biggest long-term problems, and that's where Moro becomes insanely important. Moro is not a punch-harder villain. He doesn't care about transformations. He drains, manipulates, and punishes reckless power usage. An enemy like that forces better writing. You can't just scream louder and win. You need control, strategy, and restraint, which fits perfectly with the direction Super is now taking. So yeah, people can laugh, call names, cope, but reality is reality now. 2 anime projects. Moro confirmed, Super rebuilt properly. The Dragon Ball drought is officially over. I'll be making separate deep dive videos for Dragon Ball Super, Beerus, and Dragon Ball. Super, Galactic Patrol wants more info drops, so make sure you're subbed and notifications are on. This era is just getting started. Tell me what you think. Which one are you more hyped for? The Super rebuild or the Moro arc? Like the video, share it with your Dragon Ball friends, and until next time, see ya and take care.